Welcome to Simframeofmind. I'm Sim, and I am bringing you a solo show today. I've been enjoying having guests on and doing live shows. We've done two of them. I appreciate those of you who tuned in or watched them after the fact. Time zones, when you're doing a show like this, we're not regional, we're global, right? So we have audiences in different parts of the world, and it is difficult for everybody to join us live. But I'm trying to hone in on some times that we might be able to do this on a weekly basis. I really enjoyed doing the live shows with partners. Ajahn Eric was fantastic as we talked about his video game, and we got into a film discussion as well, and his math background made that film come to life in a different way. And 42,000 feet, that was a really fun show. And then of course last week we brought on Dr. Titya, and that was another show with a completely different concept going on. We were talking about life after death and things like this. Now, if you didn't get a chance to see either of those live shows, you can certainly find them on my channel, and I would appreciate you to go on in and give them some compliments. They really did a great job, and it was just really fun. And our future with the live shows is, this week I wanted to have another, and this particular woman was unable to get clear her schedule, and so we tried to figure it out, her schedule, my schedule. Couldn't figure it out this time. So I'm hoping in a few weeks maybe we can, and I will have her on. But I've reached out to several people that I think would be very interesting, all in completely different ways. You've seen my short films. They're eclectic. I don't have like a specific style that I'm looking at. I just want to make people feel and think something so that they can process it, and they can write about it, do a free write or do a journal that can maybe help them have better mental health. And so I'm not going to ever like sink into, all right, we're doing sci-fi every week, or we're going to do horror every week, or romance. There's only so much you can do, so obviously we're going to have repetitive themes, but I tend to bounce around different languages, different people, and different directors, different actors. And so I hope that keeps things fresh for those of you who are following. And again, I want to really thank those of you who have subscribed. It's been such a steady rise, and not fast, but very steady. And that's probably the way I'd like it. I really don't want people subscribing who don't want to come back and enjoy these or try to work with them. If you're doing your mental health work, or if you're doing creative writing, and you want something to kind of break through those barriers. I say this all the time, but the AI is coming for the writing world. But it doesn't have to come for your mental world. It doesn't have to come for what makes you happy in life. And I believe you've got to find that inside yourself. And why I do these prompts, these short films, or sometimes when I do private sessions, I do writing prompts. The reason is simple. I really believe that we need to write so much or talk to someone so much the truth starts to pour out of us, and not to them. Not to the person assigning the writing, not to the person having a discussion with you, whether that's a professional counselor or a good friend, but to you. Because sometimes once we drop our guard, once we, forget that we're supposed to stay back here and keep ourselves nice and protected, we say something that we think, you know what? That's the truth. That's really the truth of that situation, or the way I feel about that situation. And that's my truth, and that's okay, right? So obviously that's a goal you have to work at. I've been doing free writing my whole life. I mean, since my early college years, when I discovered it in one of my classes. Dr. Robert Pugel, I think, was the first teacher to give me the book of free writing by Dr. Elbow. And once I got into it, I started to realize this is what I can solve problems with. When I have to think something through, I can write until I can't fake it anymore, and then kind of give in and start really coming out with freedom. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's session. I've got a short film for you today. It's very short. It's funny. We covered death and a lot of dark themes, evil themes, as was most of the discussion over this film. And so I thought, let's switch gears a little bit and watch a comedy. And so today we're going to be watching a comedy. It's a Hollywood piece, and it's definitely the best Hollywood self-degradation I've seen since maybe Tropic Thunder, which is the king of all kings of Hollywood degradation, self-degradation. I mean, that film is amazing. If you've never seen it and you love movies and you love to laugh, please watch it. It's so good. It's one of those films where you're laughing so hard you just don't even know why half the time. But it's because we've watched all of these movies. We've seen the way they make us feel. And even though we know the techniques, we know that they're going to go into this close up in order to really grasp the eyes of the character and the agony in their loss or whatever, we still want those scenes. And that's what this piece is going to be about. It's really about, we have this problem in the world of Hollywood films. We absolutely love nostalgia, but we absolutely hate retelling the same story over and over again. And so we have this struggle, if you will, dilemma, where we can't figure out what we really want as an audience. And so directors who make a living at this and writers who make a living at this are caught in the same situation. So today's short film is going to make you laugh, probably at yourself and your own taste, as they explore the concept of the pitch, right? How do you get a film done? Well, it starts with a lot of pitching. First, you got to pitch, writer. The writer and the director sometimes work together to pitch the money, the producers. Maybe you pitch actors first in order to get them signed in, so that you can tell the producer, I've got this actor ready to go. It is quite a process, and I have been through it as a writer a couple of times, and it's just amazing what you'll say in a meeting in order to keep the momentum going, because it's so difficult to actually get money for films. I worked on so many projects and only actually got to shoot to finish one of like 4 or 5 different films that I was involved in. And I got to help out and do some ghost writing, and I got to help out on set a few times, but only one film that we pitched soup to nuts and finished. And that's hard for me to imagine, because I've been to too many of these pitch meetings. Someday I'll do a whole thing on it, I think, because they were just amazingly funny. And this is why I love this little short. It is very short. It's not going to take up much of our time today. So I think we can talk a lot more about it after you've seen it. And I think that you're going to understand why I selected this film, The Heist. Please enjoy.
These are insane. You want to hit Featherstone's joint? You hit him, he better not know you're involved, because he will find you, and he won't kill you. He'll get to work on you.
We don't want to hit Featherstone's joint.
We want to hit all 7 of his joints. At once.
Oh, you guys are nuts.
Of course, you do this thing. You're gonna need guys as crazy as you are.
Well, let us tell you who we had in mind.
We need a will man. So we got Davey Hayes. He's good.
Real good.
Okay. Who else?
This job, let's just say it calls for someone who understands how to make things go bang. So we got Jimmy Bang Bang.
Never liked the guy. Kind of cocky to give yourself that nickname.
Yeah, people think that, but his last name is actually Bang Bang.
It's Croatian.
Didn't know that.
We're also gonna need to be flexible. So we got an amazing tiny Asian.
Chow Woon, 5'2", Korean. The tiny Asian of tiny Asians.
And let me tell you who we got for our black guy with a Cockney accent. Billy Piper.
I'm from Cockney, where the Cockneys live.
Okay. Okay, I'm impressed, but...
Oh, there's the button.
But you want to know, did we get a badass who just got his ass kicked but still has the guts to say,
Is that the best you got?
We also got a take no prisoners cop who pulls his gun and says,
This is my warrant.
but it's cool that he's infringing on someone's rights because he's a really good guy.
Okay, all of that's great, but
we also got the white coach of a struggling urban sports team.
We've been through a lot this season, boys. Drive-by shootings, pregnant girlfriends.
And a crusty dean who wants to outlaw parties.
No more parties.
And then there's our father and son that switch bodies due to a cosmic accident.
I'm not
We
sure.
also got two guys holding guns on each other under a table. And it's all tense.
And where do you hear about our Victorian street urchin with no shoes?
And he's got a little jaunty hat and his gloves have the fingertips cut out. This job also needs two misfits who make a vow to lose their virginity on prom night.
But then we find out they were ghosts the whole time.
Wait, what?
A first-time attorney and the working-class woman whose case he takes.
We are going to make them pay for what they did to your family.
And he can talk to ghosts.
Hey, guys.
And he fights vampires.
Who race hot rods.
The vampires race the hot
This
rods?
job needs a guy who's looking in the mirror. He puts his face down, splash water on it. When he looks back up, his dead friend is standing behind him. We got a young badass girl from a post-apocalyptic future
And she falls in love.
with a hacker who's typing really, really fast and then looks up from his computer and says,
I'm in.
I also got a successful white guy forced to return home for a much-needed wake-up call.
and he has to fight a team of German terrorists.
Or South Africa.
Or South African terrorists. And he's been forced by a judge to coach a struggling urban sports team.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Should we give him the piece de resistance?
I don't know. You think you can handle the
I don't
piece de
think he
resistance?
can handle the piece de resistance.
Can you handle the piece de resistance?
Nobody can handle the piece de
Would one of you numbnuts please give me the piece de resistance?
The last thing this job needs is two very good-looking, well-dressed con men.
pitching their heist team to a super rich older Jewish guy.
You guys are insane. You want to hit Featherstone's joint?
We don't want to hit Featherstone's joint.
We want to hit all 7 of his joints at once.
Wait.
There's the but. I heard a but. Don't worry. Oh, come on. This was so amazing the way they stay into this incredible blend of the pitch, the heist, and obviously as it starts out, it's all about the heist, right? How do you make a good heist? You've got to have a Cockney speaker. You've got to have a little guy who can get into tight spaces. You've got to have a bang man. You've got to have a driver. You got to, but the whole time what we're really talking about is audience hooks. Why do audiences come to your movie? There's something that they want to see. Do they want a car chase? Do they want romance? Do they want super hot guys? Do they want super hot girls? Do they want super hot people? It all comes together in the pitch because believe me, when you start trying to ask people for big money, and these projects are really big money, when you start doing films. They have money, or you wouldn't be sitting down with them, but they have made a lot of money, and they don't want to part with it. So, why do we get so much of the same rehashed material? It's very simple. Money, right? It's not complex. It's not complicated. These people that have the money want to make more money. And most of them understand that film is a big risk. We've all seen these big budget films bomb, and you realize, oh my God, they spent $600 million or something like this to make this film, and in the first weekend it makes 10 million. And you think, uh-oh, we got a problem, right? But for the most part, people want new things. They want to experience something new. They want to experience new actors. They want to see new scripts, new dialogue, more for the young people and things like this. However, Hollywood is getting old. I mean, you just take a look at the stars now that are playing even the romantic roles, even the action roles. There's a lot of these guys that are in their 60s and 70s. Sylvester Stallone is still doing, movies and TV, and he's still doing it well. And it for Hollywood to change because they know it's the simple math. It worked before. probably going to work again. Even if it's not a massive hit or massive success, it's going to make some money. And if you're an investor and not an art person, not a film guy, you're putting money behind something. What do you really care about? You care about profit. And that's why, when they start trying to attach actors and directors and anything they can to attach to a project, what they're looking for is for somebody to say yes. And I have been on that couch, I have sat at that pool, and I have tried my best, to talk to people who have the ability to greenlight you and to write that check. And it is so frustrating because they tend to come across as if they really love film. And maybe they do as a hobby, but their businesses are usually in something completely unrelated. And they think that because they watch movies, they know everything about movies. And, so you're having to placate them, keep them happy and talking and having a good time. And meanwhile, explain your film to them in as simple of terms as possible. Because the one thing you don't want them to say to you is, I don't get it. Or, but I don't see this. Or, but. And so I just love that they put that caveat in there. There's the but. Okay, well, we've already prepared for that but. Like any good sales team, they have put together the answers to all of the questions before they are asked. Anyway, I really enjoyed The Heist. It's just one of those films. Came out in 2018. At least it came to YouTube in 2018. And I remember seeing it, 7 or 8 years ago and thinking how good it was. And didn't have a show then, so I didn't think much about it other than that was really good. So it came to my mind the other day and I thought, let's take a breather from the heavy stuff and let's have a little fun. And I hope you did have some fun with this particular piece. One that I thought was really interesting is when they completely diverge from the heist. Okay, the title is Heist. I always tell everyone, focus on titles if you want to understand things. My thought is that the heist is the stealing of the investment money, right, to make this film. Not exactly a heist. There should be profit for this rich guy, but it does feel like you're stealing from them because they're so guarded and you're so needy, right? So anyway, I love that that's the title, The Heist. But anyway, when they diverge from all of the heist tropes, all the things that we talked about earlier, they diverge from that into just pure movie tropes. Things like a father and a son who switch souls. It brings me back to the reality of how hard it is because all they need is one reason to say no, and that check is not written. Those funds are not transferred and nothing happens. And so you're just constantly thinking, what else could we do? Oh, I know, a coach in an inner city school and and a vampire slayer and all of the things that have repeated and repeated since the beginning of film. Nosferatu was one of the first ever films and we just remade it. But I think it was, by the way, that's a great film. If you get a chance to see the remake of Nosferatu, so powerful, an incredible, incredible piece. But here we are again, remaking the old concepts. Why? Because people will pay for them. They'll buy this tickets. Anyway, all right. So hope you enjoyed it. Now let's go ahead. I'm still got writing prompts. This one's not so serious that you're going to be delving into your soul. It's going to be lighthearted, but it still can bring you some good writing fodder. So I have 2 prompts for you today, and you always just write about the short film and write about who you'd send it to if you know somebody who loves movies. Heist, send them this version, and maybe they'll really enjoy it and become a fan of my show. So thank you if you do that. All right, here are writing prompts. Prompt number 1: why do you pick the films you pick? Simple prompt. Why do you pick the films you pick? I think it says a lot about us, the kind of things that we want to go watch often say a lot about who we are or what stage we're at in our life. That's probably a better reality. I think as you get young kids all together, they want to go see horror. It's big right now, right? Very big. So they go see something like that, slasher film, something like that, about teenagers running from death, all this craziness. And then a lot of fun. And then maybe as you get a little older, you want some romance because you're getting into that romantic stage. Or maybe you like family films as you get a little bit older, and the development of family or the troubles of family life. Yeah. So anyway, that's number one. So hey, let's go to number two. Number two, have you ever had to pitch a project or yourself or a friend or family member and reflect on this? Pitching is really tough for me. I've primarily been a writer and a teacher, and so when I actually was working in the film industry a little bit, trying to pitch was really hard. I felt like a salesman, and I've never done that as an educator. You just try to get students to think and try to get them to learn something, maybe solve problems, things like those. But to pitch is to really put yourself out there. And in a way, when students write that statement of purpose to get into university, it's up to pitch. I've done this so far in my life. I want to get to this. Can you take me into your university and teach me how? I wish it was that simple. I wish I could summarize that to all of the students that I work with that are writing SOPs. It's that simple. It's just a pitch. But anyway, so number two is, have you ever had to pitch a project and reflect on it and really think about it? Yeah, I had to. Maybe you had to pitch your wife, or maybe you had to, pitch yourself to an interview committee, things like this. Stressful stuff. Probably going to bring back some memories and probably going to bring back some great thinking. Okay, there are your writing prompts. I hope that you will go ahead and do those at your leisure. I won't be showing any snails or kitties today because, you can do this stuff on your own. So I'll just go ahead and sign off here in a second and let you do that. But I did want to bring up that people have been very to me when I've reached out to them and asked them to come on the show. Scheduling is tough. I've got people in America that I've reached out to, Ireland, Thailand, obviously. I'm in Thailand. So trying to fit the schedules has been tough, but I am very interested in getting people on to do the show with me. I just think it's more fun. I think that they offer something that I don't, and I want to be the facilitator if I can, and use their knowledge to work with that might help you more as you work on this mental health stuff. And so anyway, if you know of somebody who might be perfect, please send me an email. My email address is in all of the show notes every week, so you can reach out to me easily. Some of you are reaching out, little comments here and there. I really appreciate them. I heard that I should change my lighting, so I'm going with whiter light. I've heard, so many things that I should be doing better. So I'm trying. But anyway, I would love to reach out to people who would like to come on that maybe I don't know. I mean, we can do a little talk first and things, so that I'm sure of what they want to try to do. But I'm open. And if you are looking for somebody to work with you individually, I am also open. I do this private lessons kind of thing. So if you're interested, fantastic. Reach out, send me an email. But I believe we've come to the end of our show about the heist. And that means the time to write is now.